It just occurred to me that I went on an entire 4 hour horseback ride with one of my best friends here in Ohio yesterday and never once mentioned a big challenge that is going on in my life. I deliberately chose not to think about it. That's why I went on the horseback ride. You know, the old paradigm of friendship is called commiseration, sympathy. And some people like to call it compassion, but we'll talk a little more about that later. Commiseration and sympathy are actually very low vibrations if they're focused on the problem and not on the solution. So when I create a challenge or issue in my life, which we always created it, the presence will resolve it if I'll get out of the way. And talking about it is getting in the way. Talking about it increases that negative thought tornado that contributes to it and attracts more of that problematic vibration. So I'm always aware, as quickly as I can be anyway, I remind myself that my job is to focus on the solution and get my thoughts completely off the problem. But sometimes the thought tornado has gotten going so big that it's impossible to think about the situation without thinking about the problem. That's when it's time to get away, go play with a friend, ride your horse, go swimming, read a book, take a nap, take a long bath, do some Kundalini yoga, anything but think or talk about that problem. So the new paradigm of friendship for me and for all you Divine Openings folks is not commiseration, sympathy. It's celebration and co-creation. So it's one of the reasons I initially radically resisted using Facebook. Facebook was just a tool of commisery, complaining, sympathy, and it was too much negativity for me. I just didn't see the point. I saw it as a downward influence. But many of us are completely reinventing Facebook into an uplifting, productive, true friendship increasing tool. And so now I use it, but when you look at Divine Openings with Lola Jones, there is no complaining. There's no asking for prayers and help. Well, maybe a little bit. Some people still are getting this, new people to Divine Openings. But think about this. When you ask people to hold good energy for you, when you need to be getting back in alignment with that energy yourself, darling, you're actually asking a bunch of people to focus on your problem. I don't even want people to think about that problem. I don't even want me to think about that problem. So you'll notice in the 8 years of Divine Openings, I've never once asked you to hold good energy for me. I need to hold good energy for me and get out of the way and let the divine do the heavy lifting. Now, people who are very close to me in my life who may need to know what's going on and why I'm spending a whole day working on a solution to something, I may mention this. I may say, Russell, I've got to spend a day dealing with this. And if you've got any practical ideas or solutions, or if there are any ways you can think of to help me refocus on the solutions, or let's go have some fun and forget about it to get me out of the way, then I may need to say something. Or one of my business associates, I may say, will you help me either find or implement a solution to this? Or with one of my health practitioner friends, what do you know about this health condition for me or one of my family? But it's not, please pray for me, please hold energy for me, or, please think good thoughts for me, because that's my job. And if I don't do it, nobody else can. So, dear precious ones, I hope this helps you get things in perspective and step out of that old paradigm. Old paradigms maybe once served us better than the paradigm before that. But we have a much more powerful paradigm that we can step into now, and step into it more and more fully. And so more and more claim all of our power. So it's not to criticize the old paradigm, it's to say, here's what's next. Here's what's possible. This is even higher level. Leave your friends who are doing that alone and let them see how the new paradigm works for you.